Hello, this is Dr. Castleberry, aka Garrett, Program Director for Communication, Media, and Ethics at Mid-America Christian University, and this video message is for our part-time faculty, all of our instructors out there online, in-state, out-of-state, present, future. This hope you all are doing well, and I wanted to send out a bit of a recurring welcome as we shift into yet another cycle of coursework. Basically, the intent here is to provide a quick and easy checklist of the things we definitely want to accomplish anytime we start up a new course cycle, and we start up typically as few as 10 per academic calendar year, and so it's very important that we keep all of the information consistent with these 5-week fast track courses moving at such a brisk pace. All right, so one of the things, as you all know, we are shifting more toward is the implementation of video as a connective tool. And we see this when we gauge student outcomes, when we gauge student interest, okay, when all of the assessments take place. When there's a lot of criticism, typically students feel less engaged if it's just a message board space. They report feeling more engaged, not only with instructors but with their classmates, when there is an element of video implement. So one of the things we're doing is exploring video content usage in the classroom, and for those of you just teaching public speaking sections for us in any given cycle, what we are now asking is that you please post a video welcome message, all right? A brief video welcome message. Welcome them to the class, give them a bit of professional information about yourself, work on communicating, articulating yourself in a warm manner, all right, that's sort of invitational, right, that's going to encourage them to stay plugged in. Retention remains a critical point of interest for us at MACU, more so than the giant universities that can afford to just kind of cast people to the wind left and right. And so establishing that connection with them is viable. Another way we can help and encourage our students is through through the use of a weekly scripture, right? Positive affirmation toward our learning objectives helps us meet that ethical criteria as a faith-based organization. And I'll be the first to admit it's easy some weeks when things are swamped to forget to do that with our courses, but you can post up a very encouraging message, right, on the newsfeed, as opposed to emails, right? The newsfeed, we are checking weekly, trying to keep up with that. Attendance setup is the next thing I want to comment on. Attendance setup at the beginning of the course, prior to the course, when you first get access, is crucial. But not only the attendance setup, so set it up where you're at least taking attendance twice a week. You would measure twice a week based on if they're active or not. Are they putting things in the Dropbox? Are they participating in the discussion posts? If minimum 2 times per week, then they're getting credit for that. And we need that information not to evaluate their ultimate grades. Whether or not they're doing the work, we'll take care of that. But we need that information because by midterms, middle of week 3, they will contact them based on the data that gets produced from your attendance records. So the records need to be set up and then kept twice a week. Midterm grades, mentioned it just now. Midterm grades are always due the middle of week 3. That's typically Saturdays. All right, our courses, once again, they start on Tuesdays and then they end on Mondays at 11:59 p.m. So our 7-day cycle is Tuesday through Monday. And this because our online students, the clientele, many of them are working adults, and so the weekends represent the time they need for that peak amount of work. So it's just the way it is. That's the way our there's nothing we're changing. So we just adapt to that, right? As faculty, as instructors. And so keep that in mind, and thus that makes the Saturday of week 3 the day you need to report in those midterm grades, not just on D2L, but you must go to the portal page where you also submit final grades to import or to manually load those midterm grades, which it's usually not too bad. Our classes are extremely manageable, right? Our class sizes here in the communication degree. Next, discussion posts. This can be an easy one to miss. I know what it is like. I've been there firsthand, particularly if I'm an employee working for multiple universities. How we just it's second nature, right, for us. Unconscious even effort that we're categorizing based on needs, and sometimes other campuses, other locations have greater needs, or sometimes family has greater needs. But please, with our discussion posts, our goal, our requirement is minimum of 3 days participation on those discussion boards, and then a minimum of 1/3 response rate. Okay, so if you've got 12 students posting regularly, then at minimum per week, you're at least responding to 1/3 of those. But really in the smaller class like that, it is very easy to keep up with 6-7 post responses in a given week. We're trying to demonstrate for others. We're trying to get the students in and to be consistent in those habits, and definitely we don't want to just show them by doing an info dump, right? All of your weekly responses in one setting. The posts are timestamped, so sometimes that can look bad if you're only responding once a week and then it's 2 minutes in between posts, right? All of us are, at this level, we are highly capable and cognizant and able to process information and respond accordingly that fast, but sometimes also perception is reality, right? So spread that across several days. Also, the calendar. It can be easy to overlook the calendar as well, but the main page on D2L, check out the calendar, please. Early in a course, just drop in key dates. When are key assignments due? Or remind the students, when does the week cross over? Remind them when the midterms are midterm grades, right, should be posted and whatnot. And all of this information, very important for us. We have the Higher Learning Commission coming in on ground in the near future. They're going to be assessing us, and we want to just showcase that the level of quality and the excellence we're seeking. And the best way we can do that is to continue to push ourselves. So once again, please remember, set up the calendar, attendance record, and especially that video welcome announcement. And then if you can, we'd like to have at least one other video post, whether at the midterm point or maybe at the course's end, for those teaching public speaking. For those of you now teaching some of the upper level degree courses, we are starting that process of implementing regular video usage, which we'll be talking to you about more directly when opportunities continue to open up. It's a pleasure working with you, serving you in whatever way I can, having a blast doing it. This has been a fantastic place to serve with, and I love coordinating with you all. Hope to do more of that increasingly and efficiently in the future. Thank you for your time. This message, right, as always, ran a little bit long, but sometimes that's okay, especially if it's information we all benefit from. All right, have a great week and a great course. Thank you.